I'm thankful for my family, my faith, and my life.
Good morning, Omaha. Welcome to another edition of the Weekly Grind. I'm Mike Shearer. With me, as always,
We
Jeff
were
Peterson.
new parents, and we were sitting at dinner one night, and Mike had just come home from work, and Mike sat down, and we were just talking about our day, and he said, so Denise, I think I want to start my own radio show. He came back at a day and a half or so later and said, okay, I got all my sponsorships, and he started 3 days later, and he did it for 3 years on Saturday mornings. That's just Mike. He just follows his dreams.
Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
I grabbed a toothbrush and a flashlight, and I said, which one's the toothbrush? And his mouth moved. And it was like a gentle whisper, almost as if someone was sleep talking. But I don't even know what happened after that, because that was a puddle on the floor, because I didn't know if I would ever see his mouth move again. Hearing our 3 children cry when I delivered them, it was the most joyous sound. But hearing his gentle whisper and as his words have come is equally as joyous. I mean, it is just amazing to hear his beautiful voice. It's hard not to celebrate those things without going back to one of those first evenings when they said that he would have no verbal communication, no receptive, and would never move his right side if he survived. And to see Mike walking those first steps, absolutely beautiful. I can't help but to think in the back of my head, never say never. There's just always hope. We're at the tip of the iceberg. I think it's important to look back at how far we've come, but I think we're always moving forward too, and we always have to be continuing to celebrate each milestone. I mean, we celebrate anything around here, but we have a long way to go, and we are just not going to quit. And Mike knows Team Shearer's not going to stop. The evening of Mike's stroke was extremely life-altering. There's no question that changed our life forever. But an equally, if not harder day in our life was about 2 weeks later. Michael was fighting just a vicious infection. He went into congestive heart failure, and his body, you could tell, was just, it had been fighting for so hard for 2 weeks, and it was done. It was hard. It was hard. Mike was lying there, and the alarms on all the monitors were going crazy, and there was a team of doctors, of medical people around in the room. I just looked around, and I looked at all of their faces as Mike was curling up in the fetal position. His coloring was changing. I knew something bad was happening, and I just looked at Mike, and I just screamed, you have to fight for Kate. You have to fight for Rhett. You have to fight for Lauren, and you have to fight for us. His eyes popped wide open, and he looked straight ahead, and I could just tell his body was just fighting with every being. He wanted to be here with us. He wanted to be here with us. Kids ask tough questions that my brain would not even allow myself to go there, but they ask real questions. And I didn't have a lot of answers. I use the analogy of like a tornado that went through Daddy's body. There was a tornado. It caused a lot of destruction. It caused a lot of damage. And I said, just like a tornado, some things will not be the same, and some things we can rebuild and we can make stronger and we can make better, but some things we can't. But I just told them, no matter what happens, I know we will be okay, because love, faith, and hope will get us through.
So we're not going to do the whole song. We're just going to do the chorus 2 times through.
All right.
Together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. coffee, maple syrup and jam.
Music has been such a strong piece of Mike's recovery. His language is music. It speaks to his soul. It always has. If he's in a good mood, if he's in a bad mood, it's his thing.
Same thing again, Mike. Here we go. Starfish. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam.
His left side of his brain, which was affected, is his speech and language, and 40% of his brain is no longer there. But the right side, he's using that right side, oh my goodness, tremendously. He is really utilizing and finding new pathways.
Now let's put those pauses in there. Favorite thing today?
Favorite thing today?
Yeah.
One of the first questions when I went on a tour here was, so what do we want Mike to do? What's his why? And that was a hard question to answer for him, but it was a good question. It's a question we should all ask ourselves, no matter where we are in our journey of life. Why? Mike is the best husband, the best father, phenomenal friend. He is passionate about so many things: sports, music, reading, history. He has so many things. QLI, they have really personalized it for Mike and made him the best Mike possible.
And then 5 little monkeys went to bed.
5 monkeys to pick.
Went to bed. One fell off and broke his head. Monitor doctor and the doctor.
When Mike was able to come home and we were able to have a movie night and popcorn night and snuggle together, it just felt so beautiful to have that full circle moment of just having us all together. It doesn't matter what you're doing together. It just matters that we all had each other and that love got us through. Love, determination, and faith got us through.
Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
Help Daddy to become stronger every day. Thank you for making his mind and his body stronger and making our family grow together in love and patience and courage. Amen.
Amen.
Dad!